Hey, this is your boy Jay, and you're listening to the podcast from Earth 2, baby. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? Now, as I did, if you didn't listen to my previous episode, it was about my schedule changes with the podcast from Earth 2 and the Earth 2 crew. Now, as I said on Mondays, we're going to be doing Multiverse Mondays. So that's where you can hear all about Earth of the Week in the multiverse. You also get to find out which Earth you picked on Twitter. So you have to follow me on Twitter in order to volunteer in the voting polls. So if you're a follower on Twitter, you get to participate in my Earth 2 fan story. That's what it is. It's a fan story that I made up. As it goes, you get to decide, vote what I should do. So, I make scenarios with superheroes from Earth 2, and you get to, I don't know, but it's all on my Twitter at Earth 2 Crew. Follow me there. So I actually want to do something for Monday that just passed. It's supposed to be Multiverse Monday, so I'm gonna dedicate this episode right here to Multiverse Monday. And with Multiverse Mondays, Earth of the Week included, so that's what the multiverse is about. And the Earth of this week is Earth 17 that you, the Twitter audience, voted on. So Earth 17, I'm going to go ahead and talk about that now because I only dabbed a little bit into it. I didn't get into the history about it. And I didn't get to, you didn't get a grasp of the true meaning of radioactive. So this is Earth 17, and it's a radioactive Earth. It's atomic wasteland. And I'm pretty sure this song goes better with this Earth than Earth 2. But I don't know, I like Imagine Dragons, and I like this song. Until further notice, I guess this is going to be the song for the podcast from Earth 2 until I make up something original. But without further ado, I want to go ahead and talk about Earth 17. Earth 17 is a post-apocalyptic wasteland where radiation and hope still burns. Home of the Atomic Knights and the Atomic Knights of Justice. Oh, okay. Now I understand. Alright, so the only reason why I say I understand is because there's two different leaders of the Atomic Knights. I'm going to tell you about them in a minute. But right now, let me tell you a little bit about the basis of the Earth, the foundation. The need to know of Earth 17. So, Earth 17 is a post-apocalyptic parallel universe where an atomic war devastated the planet and where the survivors, led by Gardner Grail, the leader of the Atomic Knights, still fight to rebuild their world, known in the Silver Age as Earth 86. This Earth was not only the landscape for the Atomic Knights adventures, but also it was where the adventures of Hercules Unbound also happened. Now I'm gonna stop right here. Where am I getting all this information? I'm gonna go ahead and source everything, because I don't want you guys to know, to think that I know this by heart and that I'm copying and pasting. I don't know. I want to source it. I want to go ahead and get this out right now. I'm getting all my sources from Comic Vine, and also what's this other app? This other thing called. I have it on my phone. Hold on, let me look at it. Fandom. So yes, and also I go to DC's official website to make sure that everything adds up before I say anything about the Earth. So none of it is a lie. It's basically what I'm telling you. Now a lot of these Earths, a lot of it has been a one-time write-off for the Crisis in Infinite Earths event. That's what I'm being told. But not about this Earth. But I'm just saying that's what I was told. But to continue, post Flashpoint, the Challengers of Unknown and a new version of the Justice League, the Atomic Knights of Justice, had been integrated to the background of Earth 17, where the atomic war happened in the past in 1963. This Earth must not be confused with Earth AD, Earth 51. Despite several times both Earths had been depicted as probable futures for main Earth, pre-Crisis Earth 1, post-Crisis Earth 0, interchanging their order of succession. Now, this is what you need to know about Earth 17. Now, I'm going to tell you about the Atomic Knights, the Silver Age, right before the war. I think this happened before. Yes, before the war. I think it's before, but it says Silver Age Atomic Knights, and I'm gonna tell you a story about them. The Silver Age the Adventures of the Atomic Knights, published first in 1960, were a set of possible future of an atomic war ravaged the Earth in 1986. Hence the domination as Earth 86. In this world, Gardner Grail founded an order of the Atomic Knights to bring justice to the post-apocalyptic world. The Adventures of Hercules Unbound are also set in this universe. So Hercules exists on Earth 17. On Earth 1, he does not. Earth 0, he does not. But Earth 17, he does. Alright, so in 1983, however, Earth 86 was reconnected into the hallucination of Gardner Grail, product of a virtual reality experiment, then threatened to impose over the real world until Superman stopped the experiment. This adventure world would be used to introduce the Atomic Knights into Earth 1 continuity, making all the previous appearances of the Atomic Knights into the imaginations of Grail. With the multiverse suppression in 1986, this would be a canon until 52, the new 52. Now I want to tell you, that was about the Silver Age Atomic Knights and Gardner Grail. Now this is basically telling you Gardner Grail, he founded the Atomic Knights post-apocalyptic world to bring justice to the apocalyptic world. Now, however, a hallucination something happened to Gardner Grail to where he was a product of a virtual reality experiment to impose over the real world. So he wanted to virtually create a whole new world, even though people were living in a wasteland. And Superman wanted to stop that. But I guess I don't know if that would be a bad thing or not, because if this world sucked and it was apocalyptic, I would rather live in a virtual reality world than a world that's starving on and the verge of death, like barely any humanity left. I prefer virtual reality because I could run with the Flash and live my life out running next to him as the Kid Flash, you know, or a version of Kid Flash, or a speedster, or a villain. I wouldn't mind going into the world of virtual reality. But anyway, moving on. Let's talk about now on Earth 17. There is a Bloodhaven. Now, but Bloodhaven is the atomic landscape of Earth 17. Now, this is the same Bloodhaven where Nightwing is from. Where Nightwing is going to. Where Nightwing is located on Earth Zero Prime. You know, the history of DC. All right, so the atomic landscape of Bloodhaven. The background elements from Earth 86, aka Earth 17, had been used several times in the main Earth as a possible future. However, the elements that include the Atomic Knights battle in a post-apocalyptic wasteland were highly featured as an Infinite Crisis aftermath. When Bloodhaven was destroyed by chemo, becoming a toxic place, this Bloodhaven, like Earth 17, was also used as a pivotal point in several stories that continue through Final Crisis. Earth 17 elements were also used along with the Kamandi possible future in several stories, implying that the Earth 17-like future preceded the Kamandi future. Meanwhile, in other stories, it was the other way all along. So that was happened to Bloodhaven. It was basically, the way I'm reading it, to me, it sounds like that Bloodhaven was basically wiped up. You know, it was the battleground for, well, not the battleground. It was the main toxic place, I'm guessing. That's what I don't know. But moving on to the next one. The next one is titled